I'm a law-abiding, upstanding citizen. I try to be as professional as I can in my professional life. I have committed no crimes in that regard. I am a servant of the people, and I remain very dedicated to my work in that regard. With those words, let me say that there was an incident in the U.S. With the Henry County Sheriff, the police there in Henry County. I had, those of you who are studying will know as well that my children have recently migrated to the U.S. This was on an arrangement that I agreed to. My ex-wife had remarried and moved to the States, and my agreement was for the boys to go after they had worked out their status. And so they left in March. And the boys are enrolled in those two schools that were in question. I had called the schools to say that I would be visiting, and I was welcomed by the principal to say, you are able to come in. I wanted to check on their progress, and I wanted to ensure that the school was aware that I'm very much interested in their well-being, in their learning environment there, and so on. So I made those arrangements. And upon arriving at the school on the day that was scheduled, I was greeted by the police. Mm-hmm. And I was held to gunpoint and arrested. And I was detained for about 3 hours. I later learned that there was a 911 call made to the police claiming that I was going to the school to shoot. What? And in fact, that I was a threat. According to the Henry County Sheriff's Office, they said that I was described by name and by features. And so naturally, I cannot blame the police for doing what they did. They acted in a manner that I think we would act here in Belize if a school, if we received information that a school was threatened. And naturally, the police later on found out that that was never my intention, that the school was actually expecting me to visit. It's a normal situation for a parent to check in, especially if you don't live in the country where the children are going to school. And the police apologized profusely, and in fact told me that they would be investigating the 911 call. They told me the specifics about the caller, and in fact promised me that they would be investigating it further, and that in fact I was a victim. The police apologized profusely, and I was allowed to go on my way. I did not come back to Belize and publicize it. It's not the kind of thing that you'd want out there necessarily, for the very same reason that, you know, we jump on things and we put a spin on it. I'm hearing all kinds of things now that I can't go back to the U.S. Nothing like that. I was never in any trouble. I have asked the U.S. State Department for some clarification. They have said, well, this is a matter that happened while you were traveling privately, and so you would have to deal with the local county. I have asked the county officials, the sheriff's office, for some clarification. Up to now, they've just said, well, they've provided a letter saying that I'm not in question for anything and that I have no record with them. But I think they're a bit guarded as to what they can say or they want to say, because, of course, it is a matter that is still very live. And this is the only statement that I will make on this matter.